Hey everybody, it's Lyn from Lyn's Crafts. I have the second of 3 mini albums to show you today, and on the last one I used a lot of bling and a lot of stuff that I printed off on my computer, a lot of free images and stuff. This one, other than the cover, I used nothing but the paper and the embellishments. So what I've used is the K & Company, and it's the Tim Coffee Travel collection, and I absolutely love these papers. It's last year's or year before last, I'm not sure. But I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous, so I hunted till I found the whole thing and knew that I'd want to do several projects. I'll put the links below to a few other of my projects. One of them is called The Lost Tranquility, and it's a little wall shrine that I did. The Tide Pool, the Treasures from the Tide Pool altered box that I did. And then way back I did a Mermaid Tears altered bottle. All of those are basically a collection that goes with this mini album. In between this one and the next mini album, which I'll show you a sneak peek real quick of the covers of it. And again, I did these covers about a year ago, and there's a video on, I'll link that below too. There's a video on this, and it's brown paper bag, faux leather cover. So I've got the chipboard covers done. The inside I've got them lined, and I've got my pockets, my accordion binding. Show that, and my pockets. And I love the fluidness of this one, and I'm gonna try to maintain that. Didn't quite manage it on this one that I'm working on, one that I just finished. On the one I'm going to show you. Okay, got my pause in there, I hope. Okay, so I've got 2 of the embellishment packs. This one's the die-cut cardstock and acetate, and this one's just the die-cut cardstock. 94 pieces and 40 pieces. And of course now they're all mixed together, so. And then I've got the matte stack. And I liked the matte stack. I didn't use much out of it, but this particular one I can't find again. This particular page right here, the scale of it worked out much better for what I used it for. So that's the one I used out of here. Okay, so there's that. Okay, I'm going to try this, and hopefully I'm going to be in frame. Okay. So here it is. The covers, like I said, are the only thing that I used anything other than just the paper and embellishments on. So I'm going to show you the spine first. This was just chipboard, a recycled cereal box that I've used some hot glue on, and painted it black and done some Lindy Stamp Gang sprays. The cattail copper brown and the Tibetan poppy teal. The cover, however, is done with, you can't see all the detail now, but with gesso. Just thick gesso put on with my palette knife. And I took my palette knife and I raked along the edge to get the little raised edge detail. And it's just as easily done with the hot glue, but the gesso just gives a softer effect. And it's painted the exact same way with the cattail copper brown and the Tibetan poppy teal. And I just love the kind of almost rusty, patinaed look that gives you. I don't know if that's going to do any good. I just printed the title off on my computer, and it's Tranquility Logbook 1761, and then it just has a dash. The story is that in my mythic story here is that it was a ship an explorer ship from the 1760s that went down in a storm. So the cover, same thing. I printed this off of my computer, and I used my crackle accents and just put it just on the lettering. And I really love the way that makes that kind of pop up a little bit. I used a little bit of my fishnetting again, fishnet. This is one of the chipboard, one of the cardstock pieces. Make sure I'm still in frame. This piece actually is one of my polymer clay pieces, and this is from a mold that's from a little cigarette snuffer that I got at a resale shop. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, that face is so cool. So, some little acrylic pearls, and these are some of the iridescent sea glass beads that I've got quite a few of. On the back here is a piece of the paper from the paper collection, and it's sprayed also with the two colors of the Lindy stamp game. That Tibetan poppy teal is just so vibrant and so sparkly. It's gorgeous. A little crab embellishment that's from the cardstock embellishments. And I've got him holding a little pearl. And I actually put some little stickles on his eyes. A lot of the chipboard pieces, cardstock pieces, are glittered already. This crab in particular wasn't, though. And the same thing with this shell. I put just a little bit of stickles on it. One of my art tiles that I put a cutout from the paper collection on, and I glossy accented the center, and while it was still wet, I put just a little of the crackle accents on the corner, so it's crackly on the corners but not in the middle. And I wanted you to still be able to see the image. A lot of times when you put the crackle accents over the whole thing, it's hard to see your image. Make sure I'm still in frame. And another one of the little sea glass pieces. And this again is one of those clips. And again, it's not holding the book closed. It's just for pretty. All right, let me check. See if I can move this out of the way. See a little contrast. Okay. This is a little articulated fish charm that I made. Again, it's just painted this terracotta color and then sprayed with the, it's painted the terracotta color. Did I paint the whole thing? I do believe I did paint the whole thing. And then sprayed with the Tibetan poppy teal. Oh, it's so pretty. And then sealed with a little bit of a satin sealer. Another polymer clay bead that I made. Tongue-tied again. And this one is actually glazed with the liquid Sculpey, tinted with a little bit of the Pearl X powder. Another polymer clay bead with just some of the sea glass and some little glass swirl beads here. And two little shell beads at the bottom. Some little mother of pearl teardrops. And then just some chips. This is just a charm I made with a big glass pearl and a couple of bead caps. And this is a bought bead down here, just some more of those little glass swirl beads. Another one of those polymer clay waffle beads, I don't know what to call them. Another little piece that I just put together with some random beads. I like the yellowy kind of gold of these. For some reason it reminded me of gold that's been at the bottom of the sea. You know, it doesn't tarnish, it doesn't corrode or anything like that, but it does kind of get a yellowy gold look until it's cleaned. Another polymer clay bead with a couple of those little dangly thingies. Dangly thingies! So, there's my big giant chunky charm that hangs on the side. Let me pause again. Okay, now, let me see if you can see. I put a couple of those little sea glass beads for eyes on the little tiki face. Okay, first page. Oh my gosh, there's so much in here. I didn't do much to the inside covers on both sides, just so more could be added to the pockets and stuff. So I've just glued down one of the little cardstock pieces, and he's a little glittery seagull. I rolled back the edges on both of the inside covers just to expose a little different paper that's on the corners there. Okay. Again, I've glued down a fish here from the embellishments, and then I've popped another one up, the glitter version. In the embellishments, half of them were glittered and half of them weren't. So I've put the unglittered one in the background and popped up the glittered one. Now the whole thing, the whole book has the Distress Ink walnut stain, and my pad is really, 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 really dry. So I've got to get me some ink. A little wallet, a little photo mat wallet. Again, the inside is all just embellished with the paper and the cardstock embellishments. But each page is very, very different. And again, some of the paper that looks like water, and I've popped up a fish. It looks kind of like a flying fish, I thought. Another tag, and then a smaller tag, and each pocket, of course, has a tag that I've put a little embellishment pull at the top of, and I've matched them on either side. Okay. I love this. This is probably my favorite page. And my end frame. I love the turtle. I love turtles. But I just absolutely love him. And I did him like I did in the Treasures of the Tide Pool box. I curled his back a little bit, curved his back, and put some foam tape down the middle. And then I popped up his little feet and fins and the tip of his head. So he just looks so much like he's swimming through the scene. And then I popped up a little shell with the glitter on it down here in the corner. This page has a single flap and then a pocket. Like I said, each page in the whole album is totally different. I've used two of the crabs here as photo corners, and I've put a double-sided mat here. And I'm not going to pull it out because it's too hard to get back in. Again, on this pocket, it has a tag in the pocket and then a tag on the front that's just behind one of the shell embellishments that I used as a corner. And again, it has the glitter on it. A fish and a shell that I popped up. Sorry, this book did not open quite as well when it was done. The spine is not loose like the sneak peek I showed you. Just another little photo wallet that I popped up a little shell on the front of, and it's just held in by those two popped up pieces there. And again, there's the back of the tag there with the shell. And on these taller shells, to give them a little strength, I put a little foam tape in the middle and made them kind of puffy so that they have a little more strength. This page is, see where I'm at, is a trifold, and if stuff falls out, I apologize. And the background on both sides is this giant map that's in the paper collection. So the first page has the main part of the ship, the little compass from the embellishment collection, and I put crackle accents on it. And then I cut out with my scissors just a little wavy border here, and that's just to hold down a tag and a little folded map that you could use to journal on or put photos on the mat. Okay, backside one. Again, popped up a little shell that I used as a corner, and then another popped up shell to hold in the tag, and another little photo wallet. And the front of the ship is what you see there from the back side of the paper. And another little tag with a little embellishment shell at the top. This side, another two popped up little elements, the seagull and a little shell. And I've cut this tag out to look like a shell. Another little tag in the pocket. This trifold is 3 pockets. This, I took 2 of the stamps from the page of stamps out of the paper collection and just used those as photo corners to hold in another photo wallet. I just thought the little fish on the front was cute. So, there's that. This 2-page is, oh, I'm sorry, to do the other side of the trifold here, if I can get it to let go. Escapees. Again, 2 popped up elements, a larger tag, double-sided, a little photo mat, double-sided, and then a couple of the little stamps that just tuck behind the little seagull there. If you slide it in, the other tag will pop behind this little sea urchin up here too. This piece, the palm tree, is popped up also all the way down the trunk and everything, and that's what holds in these 2 tiny little tickets that each just have one of the stamps on them. I just thought those 2 colors went well with the palm tree. And again, another one of the just little cardstock elements in the corner. Okay. You just don't want to stay this time, so I'll leave you out. Now, this 2-sided pocket opens up like this and has a tag inside on this side. This is one of the acetate elements from the paper collection, from the cardstock collection. And I loved the way it was clear and it looks just like it's swimming through the seaweed there. And then put a little shell for the pocket on the corner to hold the tag in. Just popped up a little decoration there. And then on the covers again, I used the 2 different fish. The glittery one and the non-glittery one. And this acetate kind of helps hold the page together. It doesn't open too easily. It doesn't want to fall open, let's say that. On the back side, it's done the same way with the double flap. I've popped up 2 more of the elements, and it's held together with another little photo wallet. There's lots and lots of room for photos in this album. Lots. And again, pop this open, and you can put some little wallets on the top and the bottom, and then it's got this adorable little scene with the seahorses. Love it. Hey, don't do that. So there's that one. And again with the tag in the pocket on the page. Okay. On the last page, it's a pocket like the front page pocket. It's a pocket on each side and then the tag pocket in the middle. And this one's just got a large double-sided tag, a photo mat, wallet mat, and then another little ticket with another one of those stamps from the collection. And I've just popped a shell up on the outside of the pocket. And as you can see, again, I haven't added any bling, no embellishments other than what came with the paper collection. Very simple. If you had nothing but a themed paper, this is some of the things that you could do just using your paper, cardstock. I was even out of tape. This whole thing is put together with glue because I'm completely out of tape. So, again, another little mini mat, a larger mat, and a larger tag. And this one also has the shell on it. And the ones with the shell are blank on the back for journaling. And some of the tags that I didn't show the back side of just have a lighter colored paper, so you could put journaling on the back of them. Again, with the 2 fish, this fish was actually on the paper, So I popped up his little counterpart here, and again I curled him just slightly and then popped his little fins out just a little bit. And then I put the acetate seaweed over the fish, and you could actually tuck something in behind there. And a little starfish in the corner that's popped up just a little bit. So that is it. I really had fun with this one. I love the way it turned out, and this one will actually go with my collection. And what I was saying earlier, if you don't see me do a video between this mini album and the other mini album coming up, which is going to be a Haunted Spells kind of mini album, it's because my husband's going to be doing some work in here. He's going to hang a shelf for me on this wall over here where I can display my stuff that I want to keep. And then he's going to be doing some work in my closet right here. So hopefully making me a countertop surface and some storage room. And I'll finally get to use this giant closet right here. It seems giant anyway. So there it is. I'm really, really super excited about this one. I need to put my name on the back, and I'll be done with that one. So completely different than the last one I did, but still super fun. So, alright, that's it. I shall holler at y'all later. Bye now.